I think it's fair to say the left has been totally broken by Donald J. Trump. But hey, at least that's a pretty cool costume, as of course the right now is policing itself and saying Tucker Carlson needs to go, needs to be admonished, punished, and canceled for daring to platform hate. As of course there are major attacks now that are being made against the First Amendment, free speech, veiled attacks done in very covert ways that I think are absolutely worth talking about. As of course I came out, as well as other people, saying protect Tucker Carlson at all costs. As of course now there's also excuse me, the Republican Jewish coalition that came out and made their conference seemingly just about trying to destroy and take down Tucker Carlson. Now, will this work? Why are they so agitated? What are they so mad at? As of course, I would say there's a big kind of umbrella of the Republican political ideology. A lot of anti-authoritarians, a lot of libertarians, a lot of even neocons that have kind of came together and supported Donald Trump. Now saying, no, we're going to wean out you guys because we need to win next political video doesn't really make sense. So what's really going on here? Well, I think something far more sinister, far more nefarious, that is absolutely worth delving into and talking about. And that's why we're going to be talking about it in this particular video. If you appreciate these types of conversations, subscribe, click the notification button. We greatly appreciate all of the time and attention that you spend with us. As of course, I came out on social media and said, protect Tucker Carlson at all costs. I was having a wonderful weekend. I was spending time, and then I was like, okay, I'll see what's going on. It's just inundated. Tucker sucks. Tucker's horrible. We've got to get rid of Tucker. How dare Tucker do that? I'm like, protect Tucker. Okay. We've seen this before, and we've seen these major cancellation efforts fail, luckily. Now, will this one fail? Who knows? Because sometimes they work. And that's the kind of scary reality of it. When enough powerful people, and this is a different kind of canceling lobby that now is pulling out all of their strongest voices as criticism of a lot of these people has been absolutely obliterated and destroyed. Whether it was on TikTok or on college universities or even on Twitter, as the new social media algorithm on Twitter really likes to push a lot of certain viewpoints on you. As now, as soon as they're done with those platforms and institutions, now the individuals are the ones that are supposed to get destroyed. And of course, then comes Tucker Carlson, then comes Alex Jones, because you didn't bow down and acquiesce to everything that we wanted you to bow down to, for everything we wanted you to subjugate yourself for, to lie to your audience members about, to not be genuine and honest about. You dare criticize a foreign policy decision that's not in the best interest of America? How dare you? Horrible, awful human being, you. As of course, the PSYOP runs in many different ways. As a lot of people responded, yeah, I stand with Tucker. But a lot of other people were like, yeah, he should go to Qatar. He's Qatari. And I'm like, okay, that propaganda doesn't work. Other people were like, he's CIA. And then we saw other people covertly like, yeah, Tucker Carlson, CIA. And I think there's a lot of efforts trying to undermine him, but at the end of the day, you judge a man by the fruits of shit. Most amazing. Hold on, my audio camera. Wait, is this still working? Yeah, okay. It's still working. I apologize. Has some of the best fruit in the world. Very nutritious. Very cohesive towards a healthy dialogue and lifestyle in this country. That's why even Alex Jones came out. I said, I stand with the great Tucker Carlson against the totalitarian censorship mafia. As Republican Congressman Randy Fine, who took the seat of Matt Gaetz, came out during the Republican Jewish coalition and accused Tucker Carlson of, quote, being the most dangerous anti-Semite in America. Now, I don't believe he's even an anti-Semite, to be personally honest with you. I think that term has been thrown around very vaguely, very loosely. And this is why there's been such a major pushback. Because, yes, there are legitimate people who are just hateful of the Jewish people. But once you start saying everyone is, you muddy the waters and you don't really kind of get to the root cause and the actual people doing it. You kind of excuse the actual people of doing this by saying everyone is. Because you don't believe with this minutia micro foreign policy decision, you don't believe in taking your tax dollars and giving it to another country. You don't believe in perpetual war? Yeah. You hate all people. I'm like, no, I don't. Like, what are you talking about? Tucker Carlson even came out and said, I love Israel. I love the Israeli people. I have nothing against them. I have issues against these policies. But seeing these type of direct attacks against Tucker Carlson means that, of course, there's going to be major efforts to try to now financially ruin him. Because this is what happens, right? When people become too powerful, the censorship days are kind of over. But now the algorithm manipulation days are upon us, and they're pretty awful on Twitter lately. Absolutely awful. I've been asking, what the hell's going on here? People that I don't follow. It's like, oh yeah, look how awful Tucker Carlson. I'm like, I don't even follow you. Why is this being shown to me? I don't want to see this. I like Tucker, personally. I met him. I had dinner with him. I like Tucker. Why are you forcing me accounts that I've never followed, telling me Tucker Carlson is the worst thing since the devil? Why?
But I'm here for the kids down here because it's easy to talk about anti-Semitism on the left.
There's kids who lined up who says Tucker Carlson is not MAGA. If he's not MAGA, like, what the hell are you then?
I want to talk about the dark force rising on our side. Multiple speakers have talked about the rise of anti-Semitism on the right.
The dark force. What dark force? A guy with a quirky laugh having a conversation? Again, everyone's mad about him having the conversation with Nick, but he pushed back on Nick, especially with this hatred of all Jewish people.
But it is not enough to speak in platitudes or generalities about the fight. We must call evil by its name.
You're saying Tucker Carlson's evil? What? What did he do that's evil? Did he bomb people? Did he steal their money? Did he devalue the purchasing power of the dollar? Did he start foreign wars and entanglements based off false pretenses? Huh? Did he do any of that? No. How's he evil? He expresses counter information to the general public.
5 years ago, if I was talking to my father, who's watching, hi Dad, if I was talking to my father at 8:59 p.m. at night, he would say, Randy, I gotta go. Tucker Carlson's gonna be on. But make no mistake, today, Tucker Carlson is the most dangerous anti-Semite in America.
What? Hyperbolic, sensationalistic, insane language here. What are you talking about? The most dangerous? He's not even an anti-Semite. Like, what are you talking about?
He has chosen to take on the mantle of leader of a modern day Hitler Youth.
What? Oh, are you kidding me? What? Where do we have any sense of reality here? Is there any saving that? Is there any wow. I mean, I'm just flabbergasted. Listen, I'm gonna play the full clip because it gets wild. But going after Tucker and calling him Hitler for pushing back against Jewish hate, which he did against Nick Fuentes, is insane. It's it's like you're living in a parallel universe. Now, before playing the full clip and getting into Officer Tatum's clip and the other reactions from Dave Smith, Jillian Michaels also lost her ish too. before getting into all of that, because this is orchestrated, this is a very serious effort to try to stifle and destroy free speech. This is exactly what it is. Now, if you, before playing all those clips, if you want to support free speech and support this independent media network, check out wearechange.shop. I was recently on Twitter and they said, hey, for men, testosterone is key to life. How do you boost testosterone? And the number one thing, it says ashwagandha, according to this random weird account on Twitter. Instagram. I'm like, okay, I saw ashwagandha. That's pretty cool. You know what the best way is? Sleep, exercise, proper diet, getting rid of stress, meditating. Next, you could supplement. And I recommend supplementation because our food is just being destroyed. Our first supplement that we got out there, ashwagandha, really great, really powerful stuff out there for the general public. Number 4 is magnesium. We also have magnesium available on wearechange.shop right here, magnesium glycinate. Great before your last meal of the day here. I don't know why this guy put exercise, good sleep, sunlight at the end. And again, talk to your medical professional before doing anything. But he sees ashwagandha as something very powerful. And it is. You should do your own research before putting anything into your own body, because you don't want to be putting in just anything and be like, oh, yeah, let's see what happens. Some people can't. They have some medical conditions. Talk to your medical doctor if you have some medical conditions and see, hey, is ashwagandha right for me? My friend was just prescribed it by a doctor, and she's like, this is amazing. This really has helped me out tremendously, and it might potentially help you. So if you're dealing with a lot of stress, if you're trying to optimize hormone levels, 1 month of ashwagandha is powerful. It's amazing, and it helps out men and women alike. And then when it comes to men, the exercise, testosterone, and just boost you get is really something else that you should document yourself. Again, wearechange.shop. Do your own research before putting anything into your body. Let's continue on with this deranged diatribe of Tucker's Hitler.
Broadcast and feature those who celebrate the Nazis, those who call for the extermination of
Tucker never celebrated the Nazis. Quite the contrary.
Israel, to defend Hamas, to even
Defend Hamas. I don't think he ever defended Hamas.
criticize President Trump.
He criticized Trump. Well, again, politicians make campaign promises, and keeping politicians' feet to the fire to keep their campaign promises is important to keep them on track, and not, of course, be hijacked by special interests and lobbyist groups that want to, destroy people.
For stopping Iran's nuclear ambitions. Friends, make no mistake. Tucker is not MAGA.
Then what are you?
Tucker's fall from grace has been one of the most extraordinary implosions in political history.
He's more popular than ever. Fall from grace? What are you talking about?
And the rapidity of it has created real challenges for us all.
Yeah. What?
Because our friends don't have our shared experience. I even deal with this with my colleagues in the House.
Shared experiences. Now you're talking like a liberal.
See, they remember the Tucker of 5 years ago. They don't live with anti-Semitism every day. They don't think about it the way that we do. And
Is Tucker Carlson in anti-Semitism in the room now? Because it sure seems like you're trying to find any use and excuse to find it.
Jarring for them to try to understand, how did this person become who he is today? But the challenge is he's inspired a movement of hate in our midst. And I'm not done calling people out.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to call all of you out. We have other people like Elijah Schaefer mentioning that there's a massive psyop underway to dehumanize Tucker Carlson. Notice who's coordinating this and participating. He's too big to fail, and I'm afraid, like Charlie, they'll get desperate as their plans to, quote, cancel him fail, and his popularity only rises. Pray for his safety. Again, that's his kind of understanding of it. Now, is Tucker's safety on the line? I think so, right? Because when you're in these type of circles and you have people literally calling you Hitler, right, and saying you hate it, you're bad, you have the Hitler Youth here. What does that remind you of? That's exactly what the left did. That's exactly what the left accused Charlie of doing, right? They accused Charlie of also being anti-Semitic. Charlie was literally telling people there's no starvation in Gaza, right? But for some people, that wasn't far enough. We wanted further. Charlie, you don't stand with bombing Iran? Yeah, Charlie, you're anti-Semitic. And then they got it out there, and then Charlie was on Megyn Kelly, like, what the hell's going on here? Like, why am I being accused of this? It's so disrespectful. It was extremely disrespectful. And now, after demonizing and saying Charlie is like Hitler, a crazed lunatic took him out. Calling someone, comparing them to Hitler and their Hitler Youth, in this type of like temperature in the room, with the current situation that's unfolding right now, it's not a smart strategic thing to do. It is a very dangerous, it is very desperate, it is a very disgusting, but most importantly, escalatory type of statement that could have real life consequences. And that's why, yes, we should pray for Tucker Carlson's safety here, because there are a lot of unhinged, crazy lunatics out there that will listen to these crazy people and be like, yep, number one problem we have, number one, number one, it's not the economy, it's not left-wing violence, Tucker Carlson. And this big umbrella that allowed us to win this election, we got to make it smaller, because it's going to protect us from more rain, and we're going to win more elections by having a smaller coalition. Idiots.
I see somebody with a sign that said Tucker is not MAGA. I guess I
AstroTurf, again, people were handed out those signs, right? By whom?
got to put his name out there. That's not MAGA. When you're on your platform and people are...
What is MAGA? Bombing other countries? Spending our money? What is MAGA then? Define MAGA, other than you taking orders and doing what you're told. Which, well, listen here, some people are just really good at.
Are acting as if Sharia law is better than what we have here in America and the laws that are given to us by God through faith. You're a silly person. If you are out here and you don't know whether or not Hamas is a terrorist organization or a political organization, you are a foolish person. And since I'm already name dropping, everybody saw that interview. You have a guy say that he supports Stalin and that he was a big fan of Stalin on your show. You can have him on the show, but doggone it, you better push back on people like that. There's no way you can say that you're a Christian. There's no...
I think Tucker did push back in a respectful fashion, because he has to walk a very fine line here. And I think these kind of buffoons who don't understand media have created their own type of monsters that now they're vilifying and using it as a perfect excuse to try to get more of a power grab. Dave Smith had an interesting reaction to all of this, saying, so, all of the worst people in the country gathered together to attack the great Tucker Carlson. I will be doing a show about it tomorrow, and it's going to be a big one. But for now, I'll just say this. You will cancel Tucker Carlson over all of our dead effing bodies. You war-thirsty scumbags have ruined everything for 25 years at least, and you will never take out the awakening of the American people, which is way overdue. I challenge all of you to debate this topic, and I mean all of you. Graham, Cruz, Fine, Levin, and whoever else you want to bring against little old non-expert me. I'll wreck all of you. But unfortunately, we all know that you're all female cats to accept. Not a single one of you men enough to defend your ideas. As people are saying, big fan of this energy. George Galloway came out and said, I endorse this message. Will Chamberlain says, I'll be happy to debate you. And then other people had other type of expressions, being critical of Dave, some people being supportive of Dave. And of course, the kind of algorithm has definitely changed significantly. Listen, I'm going to do more videos about this. I wanted to specifically also get into Alex Jones's response because again, the labeling of Tucker, the new Hitler, is ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. It's not conclusive. It's an attempt for what is essentially this new 2.0 phase of censorship and destruction of free speech, right? We've seen it with the platforms. Now there's other underhanded things being done here. I'll make a separate video also for Jillian Michaels with the Josh Hammer comment, the left going wild, crazy, and this new type of segmenting of the right, which I think is being done at an extremely poor time. Almost as if it's just the perfect sabotage to destroy the right from being able to achieve anything significant. Almost as if, people want big government and they don't want little government. Interesting. Interesting how all of this is playing out here. Anyway, thank you so much for supporting me on wearechange.shop. Checking out, doing your own homework, getting some good supplements that will help you. And this is why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more. All here exclusively on youtube.com/wearechange.